Whether you're into sports or not, you absolutely have to hear this story about Kamilla Cardoso. At the age of 15, she left her family behind in Brazil to pursue her dream of playing high-level basketball in the United States. So she arrives in America in Chattanooga, Tennessee. She's young, she has no idea how to communicate, she's undersized and homesick. She earned a scholarship at Hamilton Heights Christian Academy, but the problem was she didn't know any English, so she couldn't communicate. All she knew how to say was yes, no, bye, and hello. In Chattanooga, she lived in a house with her head coach and 8 of her teammates, all of whom spoke English, so she was completely immersed in the language. She had to use Google Translate to communicate before she was able to learn English. After 3 months, she was able to hold a conversation, and after 6 months, she would describe herself as confident in her English abilities. Could you imagine going through practice and drills and not having any idea what the coach is saying, going to class and not knowing what the teacher's saying? Not only that, but Kamilla Cardoso was 6'7" at the time and very skinny. Gaining weight was imperative because she couldn't just rely on her height and high-level basketball. The problem was she wasn't used to American food. She would go a couple of weeks without eating much because she was used to her mom cooking every single meal and cooking Brazilian food. Eventually, she became more accustomed to American cuisine and she started lifting weights and gained 30 pounds in a single high school season. So then we move on to her recruiting era. Okay, she was a 5-star recruit. She was the #1 center coming out of her class. She ends up committing to Syracuse and she was their highest rated recruit in program history. She turned down offers from UConn, Ohio State, Mississippi State, and South Carolina. She had an amazing freshman year and became the first Syracuse player to win the ACC Freshman of the Year award. But then after her freshman year, she ends up transferring to South Carolina and playing behind Aaliyah Boston. She ends up winning 6th Woman of the Year, which for those who don't know, this means that she was the best non-starter in the whole SEC. In 2023, she led Brazil to a gold medal in the FIBA America, and she was named tournament MVP. So it was awesome to get to represent her country because she said the toughest part about moving to the US, even though she was following her dreams, was that she had to leave her entire family. She misses them 24/7. She said sometimes she'll just be sitting in class, she'll start thinking about her family and start crying. But she knew coming to the US would not only mean she got to play basketball, but she would get a great education. So everyone's favorite coach decided to fly Kamilla's whole family from Brazil so they could watch her play for the very first time in the SEC championship. And this just so happened to be the day that Kamilla Cardoso hits her first 3 of her college career to save their undefeated season and beat Tennessee. One of the greatest moments of the basketball season. Then obviously she went on to win the NCAA championship, complete an undefeated season. She was the tournament's most outstanding player. Before leaving her family in Brazil, she had 2 goals: to play basketball and to reach the WNBA, and she will be accomplishing both.